In the complex world of railway operations, making sure the right information gets to the right people isn't just a goal, it's absolutely critical. When a crucial safety alert is missed, or a new procedure isn't seen by the crew, the consequences can be, well, they can be enormous. At its heart, this is a communication problem, and solving it is fundamental to keeping the entire operation safe, compliant, and running smoothly. So here's how we're going to break this down. We'll start with why critical information control is so important. Then we'll look at the compliance and safety gaps that exist with traditional methods. After that, we'll dive into a digital alert solution, explore its key operational advantages, and finally, discuss how this is setting a whole new standard for safety in the industry. Controlling the flow of safety notices, contractual updates, and operational news isn't just about good paperwork. When you really think about it, it's the very foundation of a safe and successful railway. Getting this part right means you're preventing incidents long before they ever have a chance to happen.
So this brings us to the core question that every single operator needs to ask themselves. How do you know for sure that your most critical alerts are actually being read and understood? Because if you can't prove it with certainty, you're operating with a level of risk that's just not acceptable in this industry. And that's exactly the problem these modern digital systems are designed to solve.
Okay, so let's get real about the risks of doing things the old-fashioned way. There's often a massive gap between sending a message, like an email or pinning a notice to a board, and actually knowing if the right person saw it and understood it. That gap, well, that's where the danger is. When you can't confirm that a critical message was received and understood, you are completely exposed. And it isn't just about the risk of failing an audit or getting a black mark on your compliance record. It's about the very real possibility of putting your operations, your staff, and the public at risk. The answer, then, is a dedicated digital system. This goes way beyond just broadcasting information. It creates a complete, closed-loop system of delivery, mandatory acknowledgement, and verifiable proof. It's designed specifically to close that dangerous communication gap we just talked about. And the heart of this system is a simple but really powerful concept, mandatory acknowledgement. It weaves critical alerts directly into the daily digital workflow, which makes them impossible to ignore. For example, you might be blocked from signing off on a job until you've digitally confirmed that you've read the latest safety update. The information becomes a part of the workflow, not an interruption to it.
And the process itself is both smart and simple. First, an alert is created and categorized. Is it safety-related, operational, contractual? Then, the system targets it precisely, sending it only to the specific roles or locations that need to see it. This cuts right through the noise. Then, the recipient must digitally acknowledge they've received and understood it. And on the back end, every single interaction is monitored, creating a clear, auditable data trail.
Now, behind the scenes, this kind of system is built for the real world. It has robust security and access controls, so sensitive information stays protected. It's also intelligent, with powerful search functions and, crucially, automated version control. This ensures no one is ever working from an outdated safety bulletin. And it's built to grow, with high scalability and deep analytics that help operators continuously improve their own processes. So, what does this shift actually look like in day-to-day operations? Let's put the old way of doing things right up against this new digital approach. The difference is pretty stark.
The difference here is really night and day. With legacy methods, you're basically shouting into the wind, sending out broad messages and just hoping they get seen. With a digital system, alerts are targeted and completely trackable. Instead of chasing down paper signatures, acknowledgement is mandatory, it's digital, and it's instant. Audits go from weeks of painful work to a matter of minutes. And most importantly, you eliminate the single greatest risk: someone using old information, because the system guarantees only the current version is ever available.
You see, this isn't just some small upgrade to an old process. This kind of targeted, verifiable communication is fast becoming the new expected standard for what safety and compliance should look like across the entire rail industry.
Ultimately, it's all about fundamentally transforming safety communication. By making every critical alert targeted, trackable, and verifiable, you're moving from a system that's built on hope to one that's built on solid proof. The end result is a much stronger culture of safety, one where accountability is just built right in, and everyone understands that critical information simply cannot be missed. It's an approach that's so effective, it's already earning recognition from major rail innovation centers, which proves its immense value to the wider industry. So this brings us to the final, crucial question you should be asking yourselves. As safety standards get stricter and the demand for proof of compliance continues to grow, is your critical communication strategy truly ready for the future of rail?